Hi, guys. Welcome to the Gray Hair Restart. I'm Karen, owner of Synergy Salon and Synergy Salon Systems. And in this video, I want to talk about stop trying to fix your dead hair. This is what you actually need to do. So, if you know anybody who is struggling with their hair and they need answers, I want you to welcome them to this live so that we can talk through how to grow a whole new head of hair underneath your hair. So if you're stuck inside of wigs, braids, weaves, protective styles, anything, I'm going to take you through a process that you can do to help your stylist. I'm a stylist. And you help your stylist to help you grow a whole new head of hair. Um, so in this video, again, we're talking about stop trying to fix dead hair. And here's what actually needs to happen. So if you think your conditioner is repairing your damaged ends, this is where we need to just reset the way you think. Because most women, especially with natural hair or people dealing with protective styles, wait a minute, let me put up my slide. Hold on. All right, here we go. Because most women are what they're doing right now, they're trying to fix something that's already gone. Nothing's worse than looking at your hair and trying to repair it, and nothing can change it. And the longer you try to treat dead hair, the more frustrated you will become because nothing actually changes. It's like trying to lose weight and everything you do, nothing works. So today I'm going to show you something. I'm going to show you what damage really is, or we're going to discuss why your products aren't fixing it and what actually needs to happen if you want healthier hair. All right, what's the thing to change? Slide number 2. All right, what damage is? Damage isn't dryness. It's more than dryness. That's not damage. Damage is something you can't moisturize back to life. Can't just fix damaged hair. Damage is when the structure of the hair is completely broken. That means split ends, weak ends, thinning ends, ends that won't hold a curl, ends that feel rough no matter what you use. Once the hair reaches that point, it don't repair itself. Hair is not a living thing. Once it leaves your scalp, it's over. So we gotta stop treating it like it can heal itself. We gotta take action. So what are we gonna do to fix it? Why do we keep holding on? Why do we keep holding on to damaged hair? Here's the real reason, and it's pretty hard. It's not just about hair, it's emotional, right? We hold on to length because that means something to us, time invested, styles that we've been wearing, and the idea that maybe my hair will come back. Maybe. That's what we hold on to. That's why it's so emotional. So instead of letting go, we just keep adding products, conditioner, oil, more product, more styles, just ignoring the fact that underneath the hair is really broken. Trying to make the damaged ends look healthy. But when we doing that, we're just managing. We're just managing the hair. We're not being transformational. We're not, the hair's not transforming. If we got to go in and refix it and redo it, and the hair is not making any progress, that's just management. Now, I want to talk about what management is, versus change. And I'm sorry I don't got no hair pictures because I just couldn't come up with no hair pictures that made sense for this. So I just kept it plain. Damage versus management. There's two paths. Path one is you manage the damage. You manage toxic. You manage confusion. You keep the ends, you keep coating them, and you keep working around the problem. So that's how you manage the problem. You don't change it, you just managing it by making it look right. Or path two, you replace the hair with a new head of hair. You trim what's not working. You focus on healthy hair at the root, and you build a routine that supports the new growth. So basically, we're all constantly growing a whole new head of hair. We're constantly growing a whole new head of hair. But depending on how you treating the ends determines how the new growth comes in. So most people, because they don't want to deal with the ends, they just stay in management for years. They just manage what they have. That's why they say, like, my hair don't grow, or my hair does this, or my hair does that. But it's not that your hair is not growing, because if it's growing from the root, it has to be growing. Then what's happening? What's happening is you're holding on to what's not working. Look, I gotta learn how to switch these slides. Sorry, y'all. Sorry. Okay. So let's get to what actually works. Let's talk about replacing your hair over time. Not overnight, not with like a product, not with just an appointment, but over time. That means consistent shampooing. You know, I love that shampooing because I think that is the ace in the hole when it comes to growing a healthy head of hair. Proper conditioning, not just putting conditioner on with a bag and leaving it on for hours. No. Regular trims or regular shapes would mean going to the salon on a regular basis and getting your ends like shaped. I like to normalize the word trim. Shaped. Because some people think just cutting your hair is shaping it, and that's not. No. And a simple, repeatable routine. Like, you need to be on a routine, not going months without doing anything with your hair in between, but a repeatable routine. Because the old hair that's damaged, that hair don't need to be fixed. That's not the hair we're trying to fix. Why are we conditioning damaged hair? Because that's not going to change anything. It's not going to repair it. You need to be growing and maintaining new hair while removing what's damaged. Remember my favorite saying, grow, cut, grow, cut, grow, cut. So then it's growing and replacing at the same time. If you have damaged hair, if you're on the live and you don't do those three things, shampoo, trim, and then a repeatable routine, then if one of those are off, then that's the area that we need to work with you on, because if that's the area that needs to be strengthened. Is we're not fixing old hair. And what you're doing is growing and maintaining new hair. Cut, grow, cut, grow, cut, grow, cut, grow. That's a shift. That's where the real change happens, especially when you get that part down. Like, I'm not trying to renew this hair. I want hair. I need to grow a whole new head of hair. And if you're not thinking about replacing, then that might be the main reason why you're still in the situation, especially for people who wear protective styles. If you're just taking it down and putting it back up and taking it down and putting it back up, and you're not meaning taking your hair down out of protective style and putting it back up in another protective style without trimming or shaping in between, you just keep braiding up the same old issue. That's why nothing's changed. Because if your hair has been in protective style for a year and you're not making progress, every time you take it down, you still don't like your hair, you're not making progress. So we're going to start the reset the right way. It takes 1 year to replace your hair. And we are talking about replacing your hair. We're not talking about cutting it off. Now, you can do a hard reset or you can do the soft reset. Remember pathway 1, pathway 2. You could hard reset is take it all off, start all over. But even if you do cut it all off and start all over, you still have to have a whole new plan, a whole new routine with it. If you cut your hair all off and then you go back to your same old routine, nothing changes. Or you keep your hair, you cut it down slowly. Cut, grow, cut, grow, cut, grow. And in 1 year, your hair will be replaced. In 1 year, you're going to be in the same place that you were if you cut it all off. Your hair is going to be, you're going to be where you should be. But with that strategy, if you do the hard reset, a soft reset, you do it under wigs, weaves, or braids, you still have to change your routine. You don't need new products. You don't need a new system. You need a new routine. So if you've been trying everything and your hair still is stuck, it's not your hair. It's not your hair. That doesn't work. It's not your hair. It's your routine that's off. It's not the products. If you have a cabinet full of products and you've been using everything and nothing works, that's who I'm talking to. Your routine. So once you understand that, then that's it. Everything changes, but it could take time. That's why I come on these lives every week to hopefully get you on board to looking at this from a different perspective. If you have not already gone to the website and got on the email list, go to the email list so that we can get you in the system and get you on a 1-year plan. So stop chasing products and start following a system. This is exactly what I'm talking about here. I'm trying to stall because my guest is supposed to be here at 4:30. What time is it? 4:12. So if anybody got any questions, this will help because I thought that I could stall all the way up until 4:30, but it's pushing it. So stop chasing products, and that's exactly what we're teaching here. So if you're ready to reset your routine the right way, then I'll show you how to start. So I want you to go to the website, sign up for our email list so that we can get you in, turn this around because it only takes a year, right? It only takes a year, 1 year to turn your hair around. And if you let me help you, which I've done over and over. This is what I do all day. So I'm pretty much can do it with my eyes closed. I don't need to have you present because my guest today, she doesn't live here locally, but she has totally replaced her hair in 1 year. So hopefully we can stay on. Anybody have any Q&As? Anybody have any questions about replacing their hair? I stopped. Oh, thank you, Cassandra. I appreciate you so much. I stopped dyeing my hair. What do I do now with 2 different colors? Okay, so I'm assuming if you stop dyeing your hair, you're dealing with 2 different colors. You're dealing with darker hair. I don't know if you were covering your hair, your gray, or if you were covering gray or you're just dyeing your roots, but you are dealing with 2 different colors. So you can actually see what I'm talking about. So the colored ends are the quote unquote damaged ends. And you got 1 or 2 options with color. If it was lighter, you could dye it darker. If you're trying to go through healthier hair, you can dye it darker. You got a few options. It just really depends on what you and your stylist um you and your stylist decide. Sometimes I even tell my people who've been dyeing their hair lighter, because if they like their hair to be lighter, you're covering the gray, but is your ends lighter? I'm assuming that your ends are lighter. And if you're trying to grow a healthier head of hair, and I'm just assuming that you're trying to grow a healthier head of hair, if it was lighter on the ends and you got new hair. So you notice that the hair that's coming in from the root is a lot thicker. It's growing in a lot thicker. That's the healthy hair that we're after. So once you start coloring, if you start coloring the roots, it will go, it will be less, if that makes sense. So it will go to I got thrown off. If you start dyeing it, it will go back. But if you stop dyeing it and you start on this routine and a new routine, the hair will come out. I want to go gray now, brown on the end. So it's a slow process. So and a lot of people will ask, can I dye my hair gray? No. No, no. And I'm not saying that, I'm talking to everybody, not specifically to Cassandra, because I know a lot of people think they can just dye their hair gray, but no, because gray is the absence of color. So if you dye your hair gray, you're actually removing pigment from your hair, which can be sincerely damaging to your hair. So you just have to wait the process. And even with you growing your hair out of color, Cassandra, it takes 1 year. It takes 1 year. It takes 1 year. Actually, it takes 1 year from the moment you start getting your hair shaped and trimmed. So if you like, people think they could just like, it'll take a year. It doesn't. The year starts when you start trimming and shaping. If you don't trim and do nothing, your hair can literally be stuck in that same situation for the next 4 to 5 years. And that's no joke. That's why this is so important, because some people, they've been doing something for a long time and they're expecting something to change, or they think, oh, this is my hair, or my hair's been doing this forever. If you haven't been doing a consistent routine, nothing will change. Nothing will change. So it's about shampooing. It's about being on a regular routine of shaping or trimming. And I got a whole series to talk about trimming, what to look for, because what I'm trying to do is, like, a lot of people go to the salon, but they don't know what to tell their stylist. Some people have great stylists where, they don't have to have those conversations. And some people don't have any stylist to talk to at all. So they're always going to different people. But I find that when people understand what to do and what to say, their experience at the salon is a lot better and a lot less problematic. You get better results for long term, and you're actually able to build a healthier relationship with stylists. I see online there's a lot of like issues with stylists and customers, but a lot of stuff has to do with the customer. And to me, if the customer understood what to do at home in between salon appointments, she would be a lot happier with her outcome. And she would know, like, even if you got in a chair and you said, you felt like a stylist was trying to talk you into something, you would be firm on your nose, because if you're doing the work on your own hair, you're not going to let just anybody talk you into anything, right? Because to me, if you know how to manage your hair at home, you still gonna, I would never, I run a salon. So of course I want you to come to the salon. I would never um talk you out of going to the salon. But I do think that what you do at home matters, and it'll get you better progress. Like if you went to the gym, like if you went to a trainer, you don't want to be like, just count on the trainer when you get to the gym. It matters what happens when you go home, whether you do cardio on your off time. You'll get better results when you're doing stuff at home. Anybody else got any more questions? I got 10 minutes. 10 minutes before Miss Carol comes on. But thank you for asking that question, Miss Cassandra. That really helped. It gave me like enough time. Hey, Carmen. Hey, Carmen. Oh, Carmen's coming in, and we're doing a big chop. Yeah. So, I think about 10 years ago, Carmen regrew her hair, a whole new head of hair, and grew out really, really long. But I think she's ready for a big chop. Are you ready, Carmen? We need to have you on so we can talk about you getting a big chop. And, because a big chop is personal, you got to be ready for that. Not everybody is up for it. And I think the season is best. Like, um, this is the perfect season. Oh, Miss Carol in the studio. Okay, this is a perfect season for so okay, I'm bringing Miss Carol to the stage. Miss Carol. I can't hear you. I think you're on are you on mute? Okay. You, can you unmute yourself? I think I pushed. Can't unmute guests because they chose to mute themselves. So it should be a knob that says that you can.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Hey.
I can hear you.
Yes, I can hear
Yay!
you.
Welcome. Wow, we go way back, way back. I appreciate. Thank you, Miss Carol, for coming. I do think your story needs to be heard, and be encouraging for a lot of people because you have had a total transformation. I got questions because I'm a hairstylist. I'm not an interviewer. So, okay. All right, Miss Carol. All right, we're gonna start from the beginning because I got a bunch of pictures. We got a whole story. I feel like I've been working on your pictures for so long. All right, we want to go. We want to go all the way back to the beginning.
All the way back. Yes.
Who is this?
So that was the girl who permed her hair religiously, um, and I mean every 6 weeks.
You had a head full of hair too. It was really long and pretty.
So one thing I can say is, and shout out to my hairstylist because she changed the game for me. And what I mean by that is, she was one of those hairstylists that would not just style your hair, but teach you how to teach. I just remember times where I would go to get my hair done, and her name's LaRonda.
Shout out to LaRonda.
Shout out to LaRonda Pearl in Hair Minded Salon. I would go to her, and she could tell me about my life by reading my hair.
Mm-hmm.
She was like, you
something ain't right. You stressed.
I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
like, or she could tell I was wrapping my hair in the same direction, and one side of my hair was thinning. Or I mean, she was just good about leaning into what I was doing in between getting my hair done, and so that helped me to learn what I was doing wrong.
Mm.
So, again, my hair grew, and when I started going to her, because my hair was so damaged, because I was permanent my hair myself, over processing it. Right.
You was, wait a minute. You was going to her, but you were relaxing your own hair
before I started going to her.
Okay, then she got you. She turned it around.
Right, and she was like, "Baby, I'm gonna have to scratch." She said it in a nice way, but she was like, because again, when you have long hair, you're trying to perm it yourself. By the time I get to the back, my front. You know what I'm saying? Like it's yeah. And I didn't that I was doing that, and I had a lot of breakage. Just
so she turned it around.
Yes, she cut it really short. And from really short, it became what you see in the picture.
Okay, so then you went from that.
Mm-hmm.
Then how did you get here?
Now that's a protective style. So I've been natural 10 years. But what provoked me to go natural was health challenges and menopause, really. I'm gonna call it out. Call it to the carpet. Menopause caused me to have to go natural.
Okay.
And it was the main culprits was hot flashes and sweats.
Okay.
Hair thinning, you could throw that in a mix too. But the main two was hot flashes and night sweats. When you wake up in the morning and your scalp is wet, your hair is wet. What we doing?
So you was going to get your hair done and it was a waste of time, or you wasn't?
It was just
wasn't working.
It wasn't working. Right.
So whose idea was it for you to go natural?
It was my idea.
And then how did
Oh, I take that back. So what was happening was my hair was not keeping perms as long as I wanted them to suit. So originally I was doing, every 12 weeks, but then the deeper I got into menopause, 12 weeks was long. And she was like, I'm not doing your hair no sooner than 12 weeks. Like, because I would be wanting to get my hair permed in 10 weeks.
She was like, no.
She was like, that's what we not finna do. And so it put me at a crossroads, like, Carol, what are you going to do? Because the 12 weeks not holding up. So
shout out to, wait a minute, I just want to shout out to her, because for her to even say, like, to be the professional, because a lot of people are like, like, no, you won't do what I want, but you got to have one of them hairdressers that just won't let you do whatever you want to do. So she said no. And then
I'm glad that she said no. And the reason I say that is too, because I have eczema, right? So me wanting to, get these perms sooner and sooner, I don't know what type of damage, in addition to the chemical,
right,
I would have been putting on my scalp.
Right.
So again, she was like, no, I'm not gonna appease you in this concerning getting perms, sooner than 12 weeks.
Then what happened?
So I went natural.
So is that how we got?
Right, we got here.
So how did we get? So we went natural to the protective styles, because that.
Go back to the other picture. So I did protective styles for about 2 years. My hair was fluffy. Okay. It was, I don't care if I ride it.
Let's go back. What is fluffy?
Fluffy is, and I'll show you when we get to another picture what I classify as fluffy.
Okay.
I was doing protective styles to just maintain, like, because my husband.
Were you doing them, or were you going to the salon?
I wasn't going to a salon. I was going to people that did their own that did it very well, right? Because I ain't out here in these hair streets like so. But the problem with that was they were it was causing so much tension on my hair, scalp, like I'm sorry. On, let me back up a little bit because it's sunshine. So it was causing so much tension. I would get headaches, that first
It was a lot of trauma.
yeah, it was a lot. And
what you say your husband was saying? What would your husband say?
because he like, baby, because he's so accustomed to having the long, straight, like,
You thought you could fool him? You think he like?
listen, when I was getting my hair perm, my husband had my stylist on speed dial. So, the protective style was saving my hair, my natural hair, was saving my marriage too. Like it was. But the issue was, okay, when I take this out to get it redone, and you didn't cancel on me.
It was getting tight. It's getting tight. The in between.
Yes, it was just always,
A situation.
details about making sure I looked kept all the time. Right. So, and that was a big thing because I always, now I ain't no nails girl, I ain't no toes, but my
the hair,
it's gonna stay kept. So it was just that 2 years was a challenge for me. And I began to pray. I was like, God, I'm struggling, right? And God put me on this assignment. He said, for 1 year, I want you to look in the mirror and I want you to say, hello, beautiful. So first 2-3 months, I'm looking in the mirror and I'm crying like, hello, beautiful.
Wait a minute. After you took out the protective style?
No, while
you were still in the protective style. So you needed the pre-op before you even took it out. Like you was dealing with it inside. Now this conversation, I like where this is going because nobody talks about being trapped underneath protective style. Nobody talks about that.
Right. And I did not realize how emotionally connected and tied I was to my hair. Wow. So the Lord was like, every day I want you to look in the mirror. Because the lesson that God was trying to teach me was the beauty exudes from the inside.
Wow.
It is, yeah, your outside is a reflection, but the internal perception about yourself is thwarted.
Wow.
So by the time I got to 6 months, now again, I'm still wearing protective styles and my hair is not the way that I want it to be. My natural hair, even though I'm wearing protective styles, my hair underneath, I did not feel like it was beautiful.
You're right.
I felt
especially when
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because you knew what your hair.
Right. So by 6 months, I'm like, hello, beautiful. I'm not crying. Right. By month 9, I'm like, hello, beautiful. Hey, how you doing? My hair still the same, right? By month 12, hello, beautiful. It wasn't until I had that transformation hair differently. So then by month 12, I got a little, mojo with my confession. It turned into a conviction. It's not just a confession, it's a conviction now. And so I thought my assignment was over. And God said, no. Now I want you to tell every woman you meet, hello, beautiful. So went from a conviction to a movement. And after that year is when I met Makiva. And she introduced me to and the
So
product.
when you met Makiva, were you still in a protective style? Okay, so can we go on to the next picture? So how do we? So where was this?
That was, I had just taken crochet braids out, and Makiva was getting ready to do my hair
Y'all doing hair at the house?
at the house. Pull up, drive-bys, pull ups and drive-bys.
That's you. Wait a minute. So this actually your this. I mean, again, I'm 100% for salons, but it's a lot going on at the house, at the pulling up and helping each other. Like, wow. So how did y'all get into that? How did y'all get there? How did that?
She came to me. She was like, and at the time that she came to me again, I there was a season where I was like wrapping my hair up. I would have a scarf and I had learned how to do a pretty rosette in the front,
Mm,
I ain't got nobody to do my hair. I done took my crochet braids out because my scalp is itching like crazy. Like all these moments that I was having, right? And she said, I got a product that I think will do good on your hair. And I in my mind, and even probably my facial expression was like, girl, bye. Because I got a closet full of product right now. I, everything under the moon. And I was so skeptical. Like, I heard that before.
right.
Said to me, she said, I'll do your hair. And if you don't like it, it ain't no love lost because you haven't invested in the product, right? So she came by my house and she did my hair.
What did she do? Did she cut your hair?
No, she didn't cut it. She literally washed, conditioned, glazed mousse.
So you never seen your hair, had never seen your hair curl before.
Not like
Curl.
curled. Yeah. I mean, I had attempted it, but it was a crash and burn. Like
Mm.
wasn't what I wanted. Right. So when she did my hair and she showed it to me, I almost started crying.
Wow.
I didn't That was the first product that showed me the potential that I had a curl pattern. And even in that, my curls they were fluffy, but they were there.
You seen something was happening.
I saw a glimpse of hope. I saw.
So at that point, when you took your weave out at the end of the Hello Beautiful, you had, in between protective styles, had you lost like total hope in your hair ever being regular or healthy or
I
that?
I, I knew that I knew that I could get there. I just didn't know what. I just hadn't got to the tools that could help me get there.
Okay. So you didn't think you believed you knew you still had nice hair. You
Right.
just didn't know how to get back there.
Yes, because again, with my hair being perm, I understood and I got that from my stylist that you have to develop a routine, you have to have a system, all of these things. Everything that I was using and trying was not getting.
Wasn't working.
It worked for other people, but it
Mhm.
wasn't right. And so again, and and my focus also was I didn't want just a pretty hairstyle. I wanted healthy hair.
Mm.
So I
Well,
went.
your thought process on natural because you had been relaxed, but you just knew you didn't want the relaxer no more, but you didn't fully have a vision for your natural hair.
I had this concept that you know my hair was kunta kinte and it won't like
Mm.
and it wasn't um in my own eyes it wasn't you get what I'm saying, it wasn't.
It wasn't that.
Yeah. Hmm.
Like, and because that might have been even why, because I'm gonna go back a little bit. Like, how old were you when you first started getting relaxers?
I was really young because I had very long hair when I was a kid.
Very long hair. So your mind, you knew that you had a nice hair and it was long, but I'm sure your mom relaxed it because it was just too much.
Right.
Too
Because
much.
part of my journey too in the detox mentally was writing. I would write my emotions out. I would write the journey, my hair journey, because I just felt like when I realized how emotionally tied I was to my hair, I started unpacking. Like, girl, why you crying? You know, why,
Mhm.
where's the disconnect?
So you didn't give up on the fact that your hair, you can have that hair back.
No, I didn't give up. Again, I knew I needed to find the right product, and God answered prayer because God sent Makiva to me.
She did. He did. All right. So then you with her, and I
She
could.
she did a pull up. She came to my house and watched my
So
hair.
that's what. Can we talk about ministry?
Yeah,
I mean, like for real, like we don't, because hair is such a serious emotional. So that she saw, like, that you needed help, and this what we talking about is so simple, but yet complicated. Like even a lot of stylists don't get it. Because stylists, we're here to make your hair look pretty, like, so we're not really, I'm not gonna say we're not connected. I mean, like your stylist, like we've been at it a long time, so we could see the emotions, but that's ministry by itself. And that's something that we could do for each other, not just, what I mean? Like that's something, that I'm just so glad that she pulled up. So
yeah.
then we gonna go back to, so this is where, well, I can only put 10 pictures up here because I
Oh,
got a picture for every phase, but I can only pick out the ones that I felt like uh showed the exact journey. So then you got to where curly. So did you end up going to the salon? Did you cut it all down? Like what did you do after you discovered that your hair curled?
so I had to go again. It was another process. So I cut when I realized that I was building a curl pattern, and mind you, this was before the pandemic. Um, and
Mhm.
when the pandemic hit, I was 2 years into using the product. So now my hair has started defining, and I did the 30-day shampoo challenge. The one,
Oh, during the COVID?
uh-huh.
Is that when you came in? I feel like it was before then.
I was 2 years in.
Okay. Okay.
I wasn't, I didn't even, you introduced me to a whole nother level of building your curl pattern by washing your hair every day.
Mhm.
Um, I will wash and go, and my hair, the picture that you see is it was building um the definition in my curl pattern. So yeah, that was the beginning of, and then again during the pandemic, everybody's struggling.
Everybody struggled.
Everybody's struggling. They can't get to their stylist. A lot of
Mhm.
transition into natural. So they looking at my hair like, girl, what you doing? Your secret sauce. Like,
So then you started helping other people.
yes.
You took on what?
To the point where people was stalking me in the store. I thought they was security, and it's really women following me down every aisle to figure out how they gonna ask me about my hair. People flagging me down on the interstate. Like it was a thing. And
Dragging you down on the interstate.
the lady almost hit me. Like I was like, ma'am, it's not that serious, ma'am. Like for real. She was like, what you put on your hair?
Oh
You almost hit my car, and you.
my God, you becoming
But
wow.
that made me actually become an ambassador because
It was helpful.
questions that I wanted to be able to know the answer to. Um, Other people had other issues that I didn't necessarily
Right.
have.
Mm-hmm.
And again, everybody's journey is different. Everybody's why they go natural is different.
Yeah.
So I wanted to be able to connect with people um, regarding my journey with Synergy Salon and do the same thing that Makiva did to me.
Wow. Awesome.
You
Awesome.
know, and I put a disclaimer out there all the time. Look, I'm not a hairstylist, so don't be coming for me.
I mean, but you come into, I mean, because that side of it is like I'm not coming with a skill set. I just know that your hair
Yeah, yeah,
be doing what I think it can.
yeah.
And at least if give it a shot and see what would happen. So then we get to here. So how many years did it take from this to this?
I would say about 3 years.
About 3 years. Okay.
And the reason why I say 3 years is because I typically keep my hair trimmed. Faithfully, religiously keep my hair trimmed. Also, now I go to my stylist with my product. I asked her for permission. Hey,
Right.
I there's a product that I use. I have natural hair. No knock on what you use.
Right.
Okay, if I bring my product, and she.
So do you still go to the same lady? Oh, good. Okay. Okay. And so you go to her. So okay. So well, this is a good segue into the next question. Let's talk about your routine and what works for you. So, how often do you shampoo? How often do you go to the stylist? Like, this is the part where people can hear how you do your routine, and they can take on things that they may have not considered themselves.
Okay, so I took pictures and videos because at one point you allowed me to be on your platform to upload videos and that type of thing
Mhm.
during the pandemic. But right here is a two-strand twist.
That you did,
I do it myself. I only go to my stylist to get my hair colored and to get my hair trimmed.
and how often is that?
Um, like every 6 weeks.
Okay, okay.
It's like I rotate. So I'll go 6 weeks, get my hair colored, and then I'll go back and get it colored.
So about every 12 weeks, 4 months, you're getting your ends trimmed. And do you leave with it straight or do you leave with it curly?
It depends. So sometimes most of the time I leave with my hair done. I go in the back and wet my hair. So if she cuts my hair is straight. I've already
Okay.
washed it, conditioned it, and so did a blowout, and then she trims it.
Okay. Okay.
So then I re-wet my hair and then leave curly.
So you don't like your hair straightened?
Like wearing it straight.
Like where like silk press?
Oh, I've never done hair silk press since I've been natural.
Really?
I tried it one time, and it's because probably I did it myself. And by the time I got to my destination, my hair was fluffy again. I'm like, oh no.
Well, your stylist, did she don't ever push you she don't want to do it?
No, she's never like. I guess because you know, I got the curly.
Right. She like, leave her, let her. Yeah. Yeah. Because I'm sure it'll be different result if she did it. And
Yeah,
it turned out really good.
it would probably be a
Mhm.
different experience.
So how often do you shampoo?
So right now, I wash it. Well, we're coming into spring, and the summertime. I wash it every 2 weeks. Now, when my hair was shorter, I could wash it 2-3 times a week,
Mm-hmm.
or wash and go. But because my hair is longer now, and I do the two strand twist, This can go 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Weeks. This
And
is my hair now is probably about 5 days.
shut your mouth.
But and mind you, people
You
ask,
retwist it?
huh?
Do you
No.
retwist it?
No.
You just go to sleep like that and you wake up?
Yes. I wear a neck roll. I got a small neck roll that I put around my neck. But I don't wear a bonnet. I don't twist it back up. So in the morning, like if some of my twists are flat, like for me laying on it, I take it in my hand and I run it down my hair, and my curls pop back in place.
wow.
I have my hair this style. I've been out in the yard, worked in the yard, cleared my flower bed, cut the grass. Yeah.
Wow. See, I think a lot of people don't, when they think of wash and go, or just, I mean, everybody's looking for something easy and convenient, but they don't know how you get there.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And they be like, oh, I want that, but they don't know that I had to go through the journey process of training my hair to do this. That even when my hair is wet, and I had an experience where I went to the airport and they took my Synergy salon. I thought I was gonna be sick to my stomach. It's over. Like I'm gonna be in a hot Atlanta and I washed my hair, and surprisingly, my hair.
Yeah. So when you twist from beginning to end, um, how long does it take from the process, shampooing to?
So I wash my hair, and I typically do a deep condition. So I wash my hair, shampoo. I do a deep condition, and I let it sit in my hair about a couple hours, right? And then I rinse the deep condition out, and I let my hair air dry.
Oh, okay.
I don't blow dry. I literally let it air dry, because what happens is that my hair is different when I blow dry it versus when I let it air dry.
Right. So you like it stretched out, or?
What happens is when I twist it, it has that texture to lock my hair in place. When I and it does when I blow dry it, but it's not the same. It's not the same.
That's, I think that goes back with, like, when you know your own hair, and it ain't even about whether it's right or wrong. It's about what you prefer.
And I've learned through this journey that when my hair was permed, I felt like I was muting my hair.
You was what?
Muting my hair, silencing my hair. But
Mm.
now I feel like because my hair is natural, I let my hair speak. So now, you know, literally the things that my stylist said that she could interpret my life by my hair. Now
Yeah.
I know when my scalp is dry. I know when my hair is dry. I know
Mhm.
it's time to wash. I know when I got too much product in it. I know when I've had too much caffeine. I know when medications affect my hair.
How about menopause and all that? How does that?
Like I'm gonna be honest. Menopause had me in a kung fu grip for a minute, but now look. I got menopause chain gain on. Even with my hair sweating, my scalp wet, I still have curls.
Wow.
When people panic because it's raining outside,
You don't even, no umbrella, no nothing.
then I'm gonna pull out an umbrella.
That's what's up.
Light rain, nah, I'm good.
You good. You good. You know, this has been a really thank you so much, Miss Carol. You just brought up a lot of great topics, menopause, you know, your hair speaking to you, like just reading your hair, like we talk about everything but style. You know what I mean? But style is like what comes extra. So God got all that covered too. So thank you so much. I do gotta wrap it up, but I feel like we can talk, we can do a part two. And thank you so much, Miss Carol, because we're gonna wrap it up and see if anybody got any more questions. But I just want to thank you for taking the time out and sharing your story. It is hair, but it affects all of us. So a lot of the stuff that you came out, I'm sure a lot of people can relate, and I appreciate it.
I just want to say thank you for this product because, again, I feel like I'm a walking billboard for
I
so
feel like you are too.
I go places, and the fact that men compliment me about my hair made my husband like, go with two more places. You and do.
And do.
Actually get more compliments with my hair.
Wow.
And while being natural, then even though my hair was beautiful, straight, I'm super natural now. So different, it's a different experience, it's a different feeling, right? Knowing that I'm taking even more intention and attention to my hair now, whereas in before, again, like I suppressed the that was really the gift that God gave me.
Yeah, your hair, because it speaks. It
Yes.
speaks. All right. Well, thank you so much, Miss Carol. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, and I will be talking to you.
Okay.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right. Do we have any questions before we hang up? That was awesome. I'm encouraged. Our hair speaks to us, which it does. But are we listening? You know, and sometimes again, this show is the style is the benefit of taking care of your hair. Everybody wants healthy hair, but we got to talk about how to take care of it and the benefits of it. Any questions before we hang up? Nothing. Any questions? Oh, please go to the website, y'all. If you haven't already gone to the website, we have the Gray Hair Restart, where we just kind of take you on a journey, because it takes 1 year to grow out a whole new head of hair. And I have committed to come in here for 1 year. I don't want to say that out loud. And to help women through the journey. Carol, when she went through the journey, her and Makiva, they went through it on their own. So it takes a year. It takes 1 year to replace your hair. So I've done enough lives. I'm committed to see everybody through. So as you log on, these shows are here to encourage you, not just take your hair back. When you take your hair back, you take your life back. All right. So make sure you go sign up for the emails and shop the products, because the products actually go with the system. So I need you to go to the product, go to the website, sign up, be a part of the journey, tell a friend, invite, share the live with someone. We have tons of videos, so we're taking everybody through the journey. All right. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you guys. Bye.